welcome to Amarjyoti's Crochet World. Today I am here once again with my new tutorial. Today we are going to make a beautiful scarf with a beautiful pattern having pineapple pattern basically. So we are going to make a scarf or a muffler with a specific width. So I am going to make with the 6 ply cotton thread, and the crochet hook that I will be using for that is 3.5 mm crochet hook. Okay, so you can use any kind of yarn or thread and the relevant crochet hook. We need a tapestry needle or a darning needle to hide the ends and a pair of scissors to cut the end. Okay, so basically we need these things. So let's quickly begin our scarf or muffler. So I'm going to make a scarf with a width of 8 inches. So I have taken 46 chain stitches. I have made 46 chain stitches. You can make small or less or more according to your requirement. Okay, so first of all, skip 3 chains from the hook. In the 4th chain, make 1 double crochet stitch. So keep on making 1 double crochet stitch in each of the stitches till you reach the end of your chain stitches. Okay, so keep on making 1 double crochet stitch in each of the chain stitches to give a base row for your work. Okay, so this base row is done with 1 double crochet stitch in each of the stitches. You can make half double crochet stitches for a row, for a base row, or a single crochet stitch as a base row also. Okay, so I am not going to count this row in the pattern. The pattern will start from the next rows. Okay, so I am going to count row number 1, 2, 3, 4 onwards when our pattern starts. This is the base row. I am going to say it is a base row. Okay, after the base row the pattern actually starts. So for our row number 1, make chain 4. Chain 4 will be our treble crochet stitch plus chain 1. So in total I have made 5 chains. So in 5 chains, 4 are treble crochet stitch and 1 is the chain space. Turn your work. Now in the same stitch make 2 double crochet stitches. 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. Okay, so basically we have done 1 treble crochet stitch, chain 1 and 2 double crochet stitch. This will be our the side rows. Okay, now in the base chain skip 2 stitches. After that, in the 3rd stitch make 1 double crochet stitch. In the 4th stitch 1 double crochet stitch. Okay, 3rd and 4th 1 double crochet stitch each. Again skip 2 chain stitches below, 2 base stitches below. In the 3rd stitch make 2 double crochet stitches, or I would say we are going to make a shell. 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. So this kind of shell will be there in all the rows over here. Okay, so again skip 2 stitches below. In 3rd and 4th make 1 double crochet each. So basically we are going to do skipping 2 stitches and then making a shell 1, 2, and in the 3rd make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches. Again skipping 2 stitches below and 1 double crochet stitch in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, skip 2 stitches below. In the 3rd stitch make a shell, which is 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. And again skip 2 stitches below. In the 3rd and 4th stitch make 1 double crochet stitch each. Okay, we have to make till end. You will be ending with chain 3. Here we are going to make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. Let's make these many shells and 2 double crochet stitches, and then I'll show you at the end of this row. So I ended with 2 double crochet stitches. Now after skipping 2 stitches, in the third stitch make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch in the same stitch. Now this is row number 1 is done. Let me tell you some things about this pattern. See, these 2 double crochet stitches every time. For the whole pattern, these 2 double crochet stitches will be continued irrespective of the row. Okay, so in every row you will be making 1 double crochet stitch on each of the 2 double crochet stitches that we have done in the base row. Okay, these shells, the center shell, there are 5 shells currently over here, not the side ones. The middle shell will continue for the whole pattern. The side 2 shells will be having our pineapple pattern, that will be gradually changed accordingly. Okay, that will be made accordingly. But these 2 double crochet stitches every time will continue as same. Center will be there, this shell will be there for the whole row, but here these side 2 shells will be changed over the time. Okay, so let's start with row number 2. Row number 2 starts with chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, now make chain 3, skip the 2 double crochets next to it, and on these 2 double crochet stitches which we made on the base row, one on each, make 1 double crochet on each of the double crochet stitches, on both the double crochet stitches. Okay, now chain 3, single crochet in the shell, chain 3, double crochets on the double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the shell, chain 3, double crochets on the double crochets. So keep on making till the end. This is your row number 2. Okay, chain 3 like this, chain 3, double crochets on the double crochet, chain 3 in the single crochet in the shell, chain 3, double crochets on the double crochet, again chain 3, single crochet in the shell. Keep on continuing till end. I'll meet you at the end of this row. So we have made 1 double crochet stitch on each of the last 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and single crochet stitch on the 4th chain. On the last 4th chain of the last row. Okay, so this is your row number 2. Row number 3, you will feel like it's going bigger on the as you go up, but when you make the next rows, it will keep its shape accordingly. These will be like this, so it won't get the shape, the flary one. Okay, so don't worry about it. Okay, row number 3, start with chain 4 plus 1, that is 5 chains, turn your work, in the same stitch make 2 more double crochet stitches. Okay, so every alternate row you will be making chain 5 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, and you will be ending with 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch in the last stitch. Okay, so and this after that the next row whatever you will be making, the chain 1 single crochet stitch like that you will be making every time. Okay, so row number 3 is chain 5 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, right, and then 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, As I told you, this line will continue for the whole pattern. Okay, now again making shell in the single crochet stitch of the last row. 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3, 2 double crochet stitches in the same single crochet stitch. Again 2 double crochet stitches, that is 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again in the single crochet stitch make a shell, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches, and 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. So keep on making this row till the end, and on the last stitch, that is the single crochet stitch of the last row, you will be making 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 double crochet stitch. So I'll meet you at the end of row number 3. So end of row number 3, made 1 double crochet stitch on each of the last 2 double crochet stitches, and on the top of this single crochet stitch over here make 2 double crochet stitch, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. Okay, so row number 3 is done. Row number 4, chain 1, turn your work and single crochet stitch in the same stitch. So actually row number 4 is almost similar to row number 2. Okay, so make chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the 2 double crochet stitches, the straight line. Again chain 3, single crochet stitch in the in between the shell, right, chain 3. Now after making, because I told you center shell will be there for the whole pattern, side 2 will be converted into pineapple pattern, right. So for in between the side 2 shells, these 2 double crochet stitches we are going to have, right. So what we are going to do over here is making double crochet stitch, chain 1 and double crochet stitch, because here our pineapple pattern will start and here our pineapple pattern will start in between these 2 shells and these 2 shells. Okay, so after making 3 rows, the 4th row I am going to make it some a bit open, right. Now rest we are going to continue as it is, chain 3, single crochet in this shell, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on the next 2 double crochet stitches each, chain 3, single crochet in the shell, chain 3, 1 double crochet each on the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again we are reaching the last 2 shells, so chain 3, single crochet stitch in between the shell, chain 3. Now double crochet stitch, chain 1, double crochet stitch, where we are going to start our pineapple pattern. See, here I will start my pineapple pattern and here I will start my pineapple pattern. Rest will be similar. Chain 3, single crochet stitch in the shell, chain 3, double crochet stitches on the double crochet stitches, chain 3 and single crochet stitch on the top of 4th chain of the last row. This is your row number 4. Almost similar with row number 2, just every the 2 double crochet stitches in between the side 2 shells I have made 1 chain, rest is similar. Okay, so this is the difference between row number 2 and row number 4, right. Row number 5, Again start with chain 5, turn your work, 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, right, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Now we are going to start our pineapple pattern. Start with chain 3. Now I am going to make 7 double crochet stitches in by skipping this shell portion, directly reaching my chain 1 space that I have made in between the 2 double crochet stitches. So after making chain 3, skip the shell part, this portion, and reach chain 1 space and then make 7 double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? Chain 3, skip the shell portion, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, chain because we have reached the center portion, in center we are going to make that shell, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3, 2 double crochet stitches in the single crochet stitch, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, again skipping the whole shell portion and making pineapple pattern in the chain 1 space. So for that make chain 3 and skip the whole this shell portion and reach chain 1 space, and in this chain 1 again make 7 double crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Chain 3, skip the shell portion, 1 double crochet stitch on the each of next 2 double crochet stitches. Again you will be ending like this, making 2 double crochet stitches and chain 1 treble crochet stitch in the last stitch. This is your row number 5. Okay, see, it has come to its shape. Now it's not flaring up away, it's not going out, right? Row number 6, chain 1, turn your work, single crochet stitch in the same stitch. Okay, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, 1, 2, right? Now make 2 chains on each of these double crochet stitches, make 1 double crochet stitch, chain 1, double crochet stitch, chain 1, that means 7 double crochet stitches separated by chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet stitch, chain 1 and last double crochet stitch. Okay, after that make 2 chains and double crochet stitch on the double crochet stitch, chain 3, single crochet stitch in the shell, chain 3, double crochet stitches on the double crochet stitches, chain 2. Now again we have reached 7 double crochet stitches, so make 7 double crochet stitches, one on each with separated by chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet stitch, 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 chain 1 and the last one double crochet stitch. After that make chain 2 and skip this chain 3 portion and make double crochet stitches on the double crochet stitches. Okay, and then chain 3, single crochet stitch on the top of 4th chain starting out. Okay, so this is your row number 6. So row number 6 is done. Let's start our row number 7. Start with chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work. 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. So this is your starting. Now make 1 double crochet stitch on each of the 2 double crochet stitches. Okay, now we are going to make the pineapple pattern. Over here make chain 3, skip these chain 2 chain spaces, and then in between the chain spaces, chain 1 space in between all the double crochet stitches, we are going to make a single crochet and then a chain 3. Okay, so make a single crochet in between the first chain space, first chain 1 space, chain 3, skip the double crochet stitch, make a single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, again single crochet in the chain space, chain 3 in the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3 and single crochet in the last chain space, and end with chain 3. 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Okay, see, this we have done. It looks like it gets flaring up, but don't worry, once you get back to row number 1, 2, 3, when we repeat it, the whole pattern, it will come to this side like this. Okay, now in the middle single crochet stitch, make a shell, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches, then 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. This is the middle row that we are going to continue as it is by making one time shell and one time single crochet stitch in between the shell. Okay, now again repeat the same thing, chain 3 and 1 single crochet in between the chain spaces like that, and end with 2 double crochet stitches and one chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. So I'll meet you at the end of row number 7. So row number 7 is done like this. Row number 8, start with chain 1, turn your work and single crochet in the same stitch. Make chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Right, chain 3, skip chain 3, the first chain 3, and make single crochet stitch in the first loop. So earlier in row number row number 7, we had done 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 loops. In this row number 8, we are going to have 4 loops only. Okay, so now our loops will be decreasing. Chain 3, single crochet stitch in the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet stitch in the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the last chain space. See, now the loops have come down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the last row, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this row. Okay, so it will come down to like a pineapple, right? So now again make chain 3 and 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3, single crochet stitch in between the shell, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again make chain 3 and 1 single crochet in between the loops, and again chain 3, double crochet on the double crochet, chain 3 and single crochet on the last stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row number 8. So row number 8 is done. Let's start row number 9 with chain 5, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. Now make 2 double crochet stitches, that is one on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Now make chain 4, single crochet stitch in the first loop, chain 3, single crochet in the next loop, chain 3, single crochet in the next loop. Now our loops will be reduced to 3 only, chain 3 and single crochet in the loop, and you are connecting with double crochet row with chain 4 now. Chain 4 and 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Shell on the single crochet stitch, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same single crochet stitch, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again make chain 4, single crochet stitch in the loop, chain 3 in the next loop, single crochet stitch in the next loop, chain 3, single crochet stitch in the next loop, chain 3, single crochet stitch in the next loop, and end with chain 4. End your row with 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, and on the last stitch make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. Okay, so this is your row number 9, right? So row number 9 is done. Let's start row number 10. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet stitch in the same stitch, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Now again make chain 4, 2, 3, 4, single crochet stitch in the first loop, chain 3 space, chain 3 and 1 single crochet stitch in the next chain 3 space, chain 3 and then single crochet stitch in the next loop or chain 3 space. So we have come down from 5 loops to 2 loops only. See, this has taken a shape of pineapple pattern like this, right? Now make chain 4, chain 4, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, and then chain 3, single crochet stitch in the chain space or in between the shell, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again repeat the same thing by making chain 4 and single crochet stitch in each of the loops separated by chain 3, and then chain 4, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, and then you have to make chain 3 and single crochet stitch on the top of chain 4th chain from the starting, that last one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of row number 10. Row number 10 is done. Row number 11, start with chain 5, 3, 4, 5, turn your work and 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Now from 2 loops to 1 loop we have to decrease. Now I am going to make 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, single crochet stitch in the first loop, chain 3 and single crochet stitch in the next loop. That's it. And after that make chain 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Now make a shell in the chain 1 single crochet stitch of the last row, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same single crochet stitch, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, single crochet stitch, 1, 2, 3, oh I think I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes of course, a single crochet stitch in the first loop, chain 3, single crochet stitch in the next loop and chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, and then in the last stitch make a 2 double crochet stitch, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. Okay, so this is the end of your row number 11. See, this pattern has come down again to the shape. So I told you, don't worry if it is getting flaring out, it will come down to its original shape, and that is the scarf. It will look like this, right? It's taking a shape properly. So last row, row number 12, that means the last row of this pattern, that you will be repeating from row number 1 to 12 every time. So chain 1 and single crochet stitch in the same stitch, chain 3 and 1 double crochet stitch on each of the 2 double crochet stitches, right? Now you are going to make chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 treble crochet stitch in between the loop. Okay, so the single loop that you are having, make a treble crochet stitch, chain 1 and again a treble crochet stitch. Okay, so you are going to make a treble crochet stitch, chain 1, treble crochet stitch in the single loop that you are having over here, row number 12, right? So make chain 5, double crochet stitch on the double crochet stitch, chain 3, single crochet stitch in between the shell, chain 3, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, chain 5, 3, 4, 5, make a treble crochet stitch in the single loop that we are left with, chain 1 and 1 more treble crochet stitch in the same chain space, chain 5, double crochet stitch on the double crochet stitch, chain 3, single crochet stitch on the top of 4th chain, this one. Okay, so this is your row number 12. Now from row number 1, this was your base row and this is your first row of the pattern. So your pattern, you are going to repeat row number 1 to row number 12 each and every time. Now how to start row number 1 once again? Okay, so I'm going to, after row number 12 we are going to repeat row number 1. I'm going to show you how to repeat your row number 1, right? So start with chain 5, turn your work, 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch, 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Okay, after that we are going to make the shell, because see, row number 1 is having 2 shells that we are going to start over here. So in the third chain, because 5 chains we have done, so in skip 2 chains, in the third chain make 1 shell. Okay, so make a shell in the third chain, that is 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches. Right, now make in this chain 1 space, make 2 double crochet stitches. Again make shell in the third chain, skip 2 chains. In the third chain make a shell, that is 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches. One double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Shell in the chain 1 single crochet stitch of the last row, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3, 2 double crochet stitches. This is the middle one. 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches. Again make a shell in the third chain of the 5 chains that we have made. 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and 2 double crochet stitches in the same third chain. Two double crochet stitches in the chain 1 space. Skip 2 chain spaces after that. In the third chain space, in the third chain stitch, make a shell by making 2 double crochet stitches and chain 3, 2 double crochet stitches in the same third chain. 1 double crochet stitch on each of the next 2 double crochet stitches and end up with 2 double crochet stitches, chain 1 and 1 treble crochet stitch. Okay, see, row number 13 is exactly similar to row number 1. Okay, now it is exactly the correct shape, right? So it is 8 inches in width. If you want to make it bigger, you have to repeat this portion once and again, right? So this pattern, this is row number 13, but if I count it as row number 1, so you are going to repeat row number 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12 once again. Okay, so 1 to 12 you are going to repeat every time when you are going to have this scarf. This is the pineapple portion, pineapple pattern that we are going to repeat again and again. Okay, so hope you like my video on making this beautiful and cute project. I love this pattern very much, this pineapple pattern. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel, because your one subscription makes a lots of difference. Okay, and if you have any comments, if you have any queries, please do write in the comment section. I'll try to solve it, and if you have any suggestions, please also write in the comment section, because your suggestions are always welcome. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification for each and every time I'll upload anything new. And thank you for watching my videos. Thank you once again. God bless you.